Just pick up Rook and put it right there. Maybe they won't go for it.
Yeah.
But no, one of the things I want to mention though is during our interview with Flipside, Mint had talked about how they picked up Shala to be their fragger, and he is at the top of the board with 7 kills, getting that top frag position. Adam being more of the sentry, being more of the heavy onset person that's going to be on site. You're not necessarily expecting him to get all the kills, especially when Flipside is able to get their kills without the attackers getting onto the site. So I feel like they have picked up 2 very good members to coordinate with their team together.
Yeah, Flipside's always been that team that is very strategic, very slow-paced. It doesn't have a lot of oomph, not a lot of punch, a lot of teeth, you know, whatever you want to call it. And you're definitely right. I think that these 2 new players, Adam and Shala, bring a lot of that to the board. Shala, especially, again, he's kind of a beast of just a fighter, an entry fragger, or
he
whatever
reminds
you
me
want
of
to call
my
it.
man a little bit. Like in the sense that my man came into the Pro League last season and no one knew anything of him, and he turned out to be a shining star.
I suppose, yeah. You can see here, Omen, they have taken control of Red Stairs, opened up that piano wall, and they're starting to now try and apply the pressure onto piano itself. However, they have to contest this Mint. I'm not sure they know he's here.
Oh.
Mint is going to peek out and kill the Thermite. That's Cookies.
Now, Mint does see the other one. T-Marks as well
Oh,
is
he's stuck
very
in the
aware of it.
smoke.
He is stuck in the smoke. He's going to try to duke on over here. Mint's going to go for the shot. He gets another kill right on the T-Marks. That gas grenade was a perfect coordination. A triple kill here by Mint, dropping yellow for the count. He's going to go for another. Can he get down?
Oh!
He can. Can he get the ace? He's going in for Mint. He gets it. Mint's going to get the ace here and have his team go to match point on Cafe.
Oh, the first ace of this particular Pro League season is going to come out for Mint. I mean, you could argue that that was really easy. Just kind of look this direction and shoot people.
An ace is an ace.
An ace is an ace. Exactly, sir. Whether it be from C4 or because they're all challenging the same angle, an ace is an ace. And Mint certainly stepped up on that round. So, remember last time when they defended upstairs and the mute Roman piano didn't really work at all? Yeah, it's not happening this time. Mint played that extremely well. The lack of information coming out for the attackers because they weren't able to drone out that position led to them losing engagement after engagement.
Guess what Omen's going to do next time? They're gonna pre-fire that mini bar to make sure no one's behind it.
They're gonna, you know what? They're probably gonna dump at least 3 or 4 mags into that mini bar. Each and every one of them, as they come around that corner, they're gonna be like, okay, shooting the mini bar. I mean, teammates are already in piano. We're shooting the mini bar.
We're gonna grab Buck, Sledge, IQ. We're gonna toss 6 nades over there. We're gonna grab Capital fire arrows. This whole thing is
Nobody's
on making sure.
No one's behind the mini bar. Not anymore.
Oh,
and he's gonna be
Lord.
at the piano, just prone behind the little wooden wall.
Job well done, Mint. Job well done on the ace. Kicking off the Season 2, Year 2 Pro League with a bang here for North America.
Yeah, and Flipside certainly looking very strong on Cafe thus far in this matchup. Now, again, we talked about this earlier. Omen is a very new team to the Pro League, and they they finished 3rd in the Challenger League this last season, and they were actually pushed forward because I think it was Ominous.
Yes, Ominous disbanded.
Yes, so Ominous disbanded, so they gave up they forfeited their Pro League spot they had earned in the last season. So Omen was kind of brought in at a moment's notice, I suppose. So, you know, and Flipside on the other hand, on the flip side, they have been playing in the Pro League for quite a long time. So experience-wise here, they have the advantage, certainly. That's not to be ignored.
Yeah, the majority of these players on Flipside have been in the Pro League since Season 1.
Oh, yeah.
Well, on various different teams, but they have been all together for the past 6 months or so.
I think Hot and Cold is a little bit newer, so is Adam. But other than that, and Chala is, you know, a Challenger League player. But Hojo Man and Mint, they've been around the block, friendo. They've been here, they've been there, they've been all every freaking where in the North American Pro League and the Siege competitive scene in general. They're very old players.
Now we do have Hot and Cold rushing on in. He's going to knock the socks off of Yellow as he pushes on into the freezer, sees the drop hatch open inside of the reading room. And the rest of his team has now just secured the rest of this site, except for Cookies, who's now staking the same spot as Mint. He's going to grab one. Can he grab another? He's trying to pull him in, but he cannot right now. Mint knows the spots, and it looks like though we're going to have Hot and Cold get a double kill from behind. A 3K for Hot and Cold. Could this be the ace from Hot? We saw the ace from Mint last round. Can we have an ace from Hot this time?
Come on, Dino.
He's picked up 3. He's got 2 more to go. Mint and T-Marks are the last 2 alive with still half the round to go.
Give him the health, Dino. Give him a little bit of HP to win these fights, get the ace. Oh, wow. He doesn't know.
That would just be a one-tap pre-fire.
Oh, no.
And that could have been it.
Imagine, dude. It's too bad.
My.
He's going to look back on this VOD and he's going to be like, aw,
He's like, I'm just going to pre-fire that once every 10 seconds.
Pre-firing everything now, just shooting through all the destructible walls.
Now, Pojo Man is out here on the bakery roof. This is the typical spot for Blackbeard, just trying to hold down the rotations, make sure that they make it, there's not a lot of angles you can move to. Hot and Cold, though, looking like he might spot Dino's feet. Dino going to try to challenge this himself, but it looks as though we're going to have Mint stealing 1 kill. Dino will go down. Last man alive is going to be Teamworks inside of the fireplace. Hot and Cold was tagged a little bit. Mint's going to go for some shots to the wall. Tags him just a little bit, but cannot. Hot and Cold's going to get a 4K.
GG.
Dropping down Teamworks. And this is going to be map number 1, going in the hands of Flipside Tactics.
Well played, the flip side. Interesting defense there from Ominous. Now, this is the defense strategy that was a little bit more meta in the past and something that we've seen a lot of, well, frequently in the Pro League just overall. In that, okay, let's put 1 or 2 on the site in the train room itself to defend A and B, and then we'll have 2 roamers upstairs and then 1 roamer over in the reading room. And Flipside saw that, picked it apart 1 by 1. Actually, I think it was 3 upstairs, no one in the reading room. But as soon as they got those 3 off the board, the top floor roamers, sure, they had an extreme advantage. But aside from that, they had such an advantage in control of the map in that they did what we were talking about earlier, open up the floor piano, shoot the people underneath you. I mean, that's why we didn't see Flipside play anyone in train, is because they know that's going to happen. That's why we didn't see them play anyone upstairs on their train defense either. It's because they know that the attackers are going to take upstairs control. We'll just wait for that to happen, and then we'll attack. And then we'll take the fights because we'll be on even ground.
They read Omen very well in those last few rounds. And, I mean, just dropping it to the last 2 rounds, we had Mint take home 6 kills, and Hot and Cold took down 4.
Yeah.
So, like, ending on such a strong note from that stance, it's almost like you want this next game to start as soon as possible if you're Flipside to keep that momentum going.
You know, the only sites or the only rounds that Omen were able to win in that entire matchup was their upstairs defense. It was I think a 5-2.
Yes.
So their upstairs defense was it. That was all Omen had on the board, and it really just comes down to, yeah, okay, Flipside, maybe they need to work on their upstairs attack a little bit. Maybe they need to apply a little bit more teeth to what they have going on there. However, you know, on the other end,
you can't win Pro League with a 1-bomb site strategy.
Exactly. So now, moving on to Consulate, we're going to be seeing Flipside starting on attack, Omen on defense, Hibana, Thermite, Blackbeard, Buck, and I'm going to guess Thatcher going to be coming out from Flipside. Valkyrie, ooh, Sledge instead, look at that. Valkyrie, Mira, Castle, Smoke, and Jaeger for Omen. Oh no, an IQ. Now that makes a lot of sense actually. An IQ is kind of one of those operators that I think a lot of players don't necessarily think is any good. Maybe they besmirch her name a little bit. Ah, she needs a buff, or like Blitz, for example. However, on this map, Valkyrie is very prominent with those cameras going outside, and IQ is perfect at hunting that down.
So, we see Flipside choosing Thermite and Hibana. Did they choose the Thermite just for safety in case they were garage?
Yeah, that's all.
Because I'm thinking if you're playing that for safety, wouldn't you also bring a Thatcher for safety?
Yeah, I mean, on this map, you don't need a Thatcher, because if they're going in the garage, if we could bring the camera down to the piano room.
Correct,
real quick,
you've got Adam as Buck. Yep.
Yeah, you could just open up the entire floor of the piano room, and then you could see all of the batteries from on the garage. So, I mean, you're right. A Thatcher would make that a little bit easier, but it's not necessary. You don't even have to go into piano. You can buck it from the window, rappelling outside.
Yep. One of the things I'm thinking that we might see Adam do is hop into that first floor hallway right underneath of the bathroom where we saw the mirror window placed, open up the floor there if they realize that there's potential for someone to play inside.
I mean, it's possible. I mean, we could see that from Adam. It's like get some pressure from underneath, but more often than not, we find on this particular attack, an upstairs attack, it's usually the attackers choose to come from the floor that is actually being defended, which is the top. They'll rappel up onto the windows, try to take control of admin, for example, and then start to take from east to west. You know, there's a lot of different strategies, but it would be interesting to see if Flipside decide to go for a first floor or bottom floor uptake. They are going to have to contest, however, with Teamworks, and I think it's Mental on the Valkyrie on the other end of the map. We're going to be roaming pretty hard here.
Yeah, Teamworks was spotted out, so he's going to try to stay around towards those Visa stairs, as Mental still has free roam of this downstairs garage and server room. He's now coming up the circle stairs, but it looks as though Yellow will be the first one to fall by Adam as he peeks on in through the connector window in towards the B-bomb site.
Jaeger's come back up to the site. He recognizes the fact that we aren't going to be seeing a lot of attackers come in on the bottom floors, and then he needs to contest from the site itself. He doesn't have C4, so he can't pressure for the defuse plan later in the round.
I think Omen's starting to realize that Flipside is one of those teams that is very direct with their attacks. They don't spend too much time fishing after other people. We saw all 5, for the most part, going up to the roof on Cafe.
I would describe their team strategy as pragmatic, to say the least.
It's a big word.
Yeah, it's a big word. I read my dictionary today.
Okay.
For sure.
I missed that one. I just go with thesaurus and pick off the smaller words. But no, we do have, looks like Pojo Man got taken out a few moments ago. Is Adam's still going to be here on the connector window. Mental, though, looking for the shots to come on out, but Chala's already there as Hot and Cold will take down T-Mercs. There's Chala poking in through the yellow stairs to take home Mental. Cookies will try to trade down one of the Hot and Cold, but now he's giving away his position. He's taking about 40% of his health from Adam. Take that SMG-11 to the face of Mint and smack him across the face with it. With 2 members left to go from Omen, we have a 2-on-2 now. 40 seconds left. Adam's still trying to fight his way through the connector window. Not able to tank those shots there onto the smoke just yet, but Chala just narrowly misses the shots there onto Cookies as that gas grenade kind of hit him for the time being. Now diffuser falling. I believe that is outside of the corner office window. Will get picked up by Chala as he comes on up the stairs. Cookies, though, going to be to receive him here because they are forcing their way up here. Cookies just going to wait for the sound of the steps coming up. He hears it now, goes for the shot, but the shotgun from Adam says bye-bye. And now he's looking to the side. Chala, though, going to drop out the final kill on a Dino, and that will be Flipside, taking home round number 1 here on Consulate.
That attack was all over the place, as was the defense. Both of these squads just taking fights on the entire, well, pretty much the majority of that map. The only place where you didn't see a fight was on the bottom floor, as far as I can remember. We had people challenging on yellow stairs, we had people challenging on the A window, we had all the things everywhere, all the fights. Very chaotic. So, but it all came down to just winning those individual fights, as we saw there even towards the end, Omen trying to directly challenge what Flipside was getting up to, which was in the end, when it was a 2 versus 2, let's go yellow together. I mean, Omen's like, well, we'll fight you at yellow then. I mean, there's not a lot of, attempting to get a retake or attempting to outplay going on here. Just, hey, take the fight, take the fight, take the fight. And I think it's working to Flipside's advantage, especially now, again, we talked about this earlier, now that Flipside has that Chala and that Adam with those teeth, winning and the good skill at winning those individual fights.
And we are going to see Bombsight go downstairs for the first hold here of Flipside. Contradictory to what we saw Omen just do, where they took home the top floor site.
Yeah, no, I mean, all of the different sites, again, we talked about this before, we'll talk about it again. All the different sites on Consulate are easily defensible if you, as a team, are well versed in. And I think that Flipside going down to the basement is just like, hey, you know what, maybe they won't bring a Thermite first round. I mean, Omen did choose to bring a Thermite here, but it's always worth taking that risk because, hey, we can defend basement just as well as we can defend upstairs. Why the heck not? What if they don't bring a Thermite? Then they can't open up the garage in any meaningful fashion, even if they have a Habana, and then we have a clear advantage. So why not? We also are going to be bringing a mute, which is going to give them a lot more disruption on that information game. You are seeing Mint, you try to utilize that by maintaining control of tellers and Visa, as you can see right here. There is an IQ, however, which might work against the mute. Means they'll be able to get rid of those charges and give themselves the information they need. Chala being picked off early by T-Mercs as T-Mercs repels onto these metal windows. You see them, they're very underutilized, I feel like. Those windows give you a lot of information as an attacker, allow you to cut off the roam game very easily.
Now, Hot and Cold just about to peek out towards yellow and misses his opportunity, so he's going to toss out one Valkyrie cam and see if he can spot some more information. He was droned out, so he's going to now navigate down yellow stairs into the piano room. Hopefully someone from his team is going to be on those cameras that he just threw out. We'll spot Mental, a good camera. He's waiting for Cookies to feel that it's all clear, checked it with his device, and now we've got Hot and Cold ready to push on out here. He sees Omen. Omen is now, is he going to go for it? This is going to be very risky. It's almost a once and done sort of thing. Once you jump out, you have to run all the way back in or go downstairs. Now Hot and Cold was spotted out, so therefore Dino's waiting. He's now looking down towards those yellow stairs doorway. Hot Cold's just going to play for time at the moment. We have a minute 20 left to go, a 4-on-5. He jumps out and gets one kill. He will most likely get traded back. However, he will pop the cap into Cookie's head and take him down, evening out Mancow. That's IQ also going down. Teamworks, however, takes that Barry 9 to drop Mint for the count. Now Hot killing off Cookies inside of that main lobby has drawn the attention of Mental. So therefore, we saw that little engagement through the middle window. Hot and Cold has navigated back to the bathroom. Yellow's got him pinched here, so Hot and Cold will no longer be viable, or will not be able to push out without being tagged. However, it looks as though they have given that up, and I don't think Hot and Cold has known that just yet. We've got Pojo Man out by Pipes. Hot and Cold, though, is still, he's going to open up the floor right above, waiting for the perfect time to do so. He's actually seen the floor open up, so he doesn't need to. He's taking a look there with 25 seconds left to go. 4 members from Omen are all outside garage. They're going to have to push on in. The gas grenades from Adam will likely do some of the damage here. Looks like Yellow will go down from above. Hot and Cold tags another kill for the round.
There's only 15 seconds left and 2 smoke canisters still up.
And there's Mental trying to push his way into the piano room. He does tag on one. It's a 2-on-1 now. Adam's last minute alive. He's inside a kitchen, but he does have a mirror window to do some damage for. It looks as though Dino's going to have that diffuser ready to go. He's trying to gas him out, and it looks like the gas will do damage, and he kill him off, and we will get the win here as we do with the gas grenade from Adam, taking out the Blackbeard for the count.
Yeah, he got downed, and in the millisecond between him getting downed and the gas doing damage to him, he was saved by the clock there, so the kill didn't come all the way through. But I think Omen, they had control of that situation, of that round as a whole, and they lost it completely. This is the second that they abandoned their chase onto the Valkyrie. They needed to either A, hunt the Valkyrie down, run into the bathroom, take that risk, take that fight, and trade maybe a kill for another kill, or B, leave someone upstairs to maintain control over Piano so then you can actually push into the garage. I mean, I get the rotation call there, and like, hey, let's go outside, let's open up the garage and push in like normal people, but you can't abandon Piano control. You just simply cannot. The Valkyrie is still there. You have to be able to maintain that. And you saw, as soon as the Thermite decided to, all right, I'm going back up into Piano, and he got that kill into the Valkyrie. Then the attackers, again, had so much control that they had a situation against that smoke. They could have won the round. However, Omen spent so much time, you know, just kind of moving about and trying to look for opportunities that weren't presenting themselves. That F3, again, a patient team, that they kind of didn't have, they just straight up.
Came down to indecision, like you said. They decided,
absolutely.
Okay, we're going to push onto Hot and Cold. Oh, wait, now we're not going to. We've lost enough time. So now it's like, okay, you wasted all that time trapping him. You have him trapped, and now you're just going to pull off.
That's the perfect word to describe it, indecision. And I think that is maybe just the, hey, first Pro League Day jitters going on here for Omen. It's entirely possible. But we'll see if they're able to grow